How exciting! Oh my gosh, I'm so freaking excited. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Hell yeah! Oh my gosh, thanks for being here, everybody. I'm in Mexico, as you can see, got a beautiful background, which makes me really excited. So many of you tuning on. If you can mute yourself as you come in too, that would be lovely. Most of you, I think, are muted. I'll just make sure. Yay. Okay, we're learning all about food today. I hope you guys are excited. I will ask you to turn on your cameras if you want to participate in everything, just so I can see all your faces. It's super nice for me to be able to see your faces just so I feel like I'm not just talking to myself. So thank you guys, appreciate you. Hello, lots coming in. Oh, what, 60? 60 join, which is super cool. And thanks for yeah, thank you guys for coming. Thank you for supporting and stuff. And I hope you learn lots today. Take notes and take screenshots too. And then I have some fun stuff for you guys at the end as well. So, okay, I'm just going to open up the slideshow here and then share my screen. And I'll ask you guys for a thumbs up as well. Yeah. Can you guys all see that? Yeah. Thanks. I got Joshy over here too, helping me out, sending some stuff to you guys when it's time and all the good stuff. Okay, I might wait. What time is it? Might wait another minute just to let people come in. Hi, Josh. Too, like as we go through it, ask questions in the bottom, and at the end we'll have time for a Q&A as well. Kind of put stuff in there for if you're learning anything too. And okay, I'm excited. I'm very, very excited. Let's get things rolling. Okay, so make food make sense. Food is such a big one, right? So my nutrition framework that helps women lose weight, build muscle, stabilize hunger, and stop feeling out of control around food. That's really what today's about. I'm going to break down quite a bit. I tend to ramble in my lives with my girls, so there's a lot more information in this one. So I'm going to make sure that that doesn't happen today, but I'm sure if I do, Josh will like send me a little nudge or knock on the table. So yeah, turn off your notifications. If you wouldn't mind, put on do not disturb, just be present, learn, enjoy, and stick around until the end for a few cheeky surprises, plus Q&A. Okay, so this is the moment where food finally stops feeling confusing and you finally feel in control. I hope the things today really just give you that information that you're like, oh my God, that makes so much sense. I'm gonna use that, I'm gonna try that, and just see how it works, right? Like that's what I want today to be for you. So what we are going to accomplish together today, the food clarity formula. So you're going to learn exactly why food feels confusing from all of the information, all of the myths you've heard throughout the years and how to solve those problems. So many of my girls, I'm so overwhelmed by the information. There's so much information, right? So I'm going to go through that and I'm going to solve them for you. Okay. So the hunger and craving decoder, I'm going to show you why you crave sugar at 3 p.m., why you're starving at night, and how to fix it with one simple tweak that make sure you guys are muted too when you come in, please. Say, can you, Josh? Okay, let me know if you can. Thanks, guys. Okay, and then the 3 pillars of food freedom. So you'll discover the simple framework that finally quiets the overthinking. So you can stop second guessing every meal, stop stressing about carbs. I don't want any of you guys to stress about carbs. They're delicious. And start eating with confidence, clarity, and zero guilt. The balanced plate blueprint. So you'll walk away knowing how to build meals that stabilize your hunger, stop afternoon crashes, and finally make your cravings make sense every single day. You'll be like, okay, it makes sense, right? And actionable steps to take today. And because you're here live, I'm giving you something I've never shared publicly, my personal Make Food Make Sense handbook. So you can take everything from today, put it into action, because that's what we like. We like taking action and making it happen. Okay, I'm just going to tell you guys a little bit about my personal story and kind of how I've gotten to where I am. So food has always been something I absolutely love. First time I moved out at an age of 19, I moved into a tiny little basement suite. There was like one window. I was using Jamie Oliver cookbooks every week, taking photos of what I made. So that little one on the bottom left there, 2014, tacos, I made like paella, like I was making everything in his cookbooks. taking photos of all of it. I loved it. I loved it so much. I went to culinary school when I was 21 years old, started working in restaurants, instantly knew this isn't for me. The passion wasn't there. Everyone was just there for a paycheck. It's like, this isn't it. So I went back to serving and cooking at home because that's when I could take photos. That's when I could be creative and do those things that I absolutely love. And then eventually get into the video side of it too. And of course, like the working out aspect, the wanting to build muscle, change my body composition, challenge myself, that was all part of it too. So then I eventually wanted to bring it all together. So food, nutrition, photos, health, working out, like mindset, all of those things that I've worked so hard for. So you can see here, like this has been going on like 2014, taking photos, 2018, still taking photos, 2020 photos. And like you guys obviously still see, like I'm still taking photos and like doing all the food. So it has been with me forever. So I knew there was something out there for me that could tie all of these passions together. I applied for nutrition school in Calgary, moved to a new city alone, and made it happen. Went to school, worked 3 jobs, and I was also creating content the whole time. It felt like something was coming together. So after completing school, working my ass off, barely making any money for the first few years, Selena Marine Nutrition became my Instagram, my business. So before that, it was Pepper and Sell, which I think I started 2018. That was just for the photos, right? So now it's my coaching business and it's just flourished and it's just something that I absolutely love now. So here we are, creating for you, helping women understand and finally enjoying food for what it is. So a shift happened when I started understanding more, teaching more, changing more lives, and learning that it's not that serious, right? Like we get so caught up in all of it. And I try to just remind all my girls, like, it's not that serious. Like one day we're not going to do that great. Like sometimes it's not that great. We had pizza for breakfast this morning. Well, and egg whites, but like that's what we had. Our toast was moldy. We ate pizza for breakfast. It's not that serious, right? It's not the one moment, it's all of the moments. And that like over time just came together so clearly. And now I get to teach it. So not only have I completely changed my body composition, but I've gained 20 pounds purposely, lost 20 pounds. Like I've unlocked a whole new level of energy and confidence of being able to like figure these things out and understand my body and feeling capable. Like I free dove 17 meters yesterday. 3 years ago, there would have been 0% chance of me doing that. Like this whole purpose and business has built my world, and it's just so cool to be able to share this. So I'm very excited to just like tell you guys about food and nutrition and working out in a positive way and to share all of that information today. Okay. So why you feel so lost with food? I'm going to break down these motherfucking myths. Okay. I might swear today. That's just who I am. That's just what it is. All right. So you've been trying to eat better and be consistent, but you have no idea what to do. Everything feels harder than it should. Why? Right? You've been pulled in every single direction. Eat more, eat less, do keto, do low carb, stop eating after 7 p.m., fasted mornings, reverse diet. Like type me if you've tried any of these. Put that in the chat box because I want you guys to understand that you are not alone. You are not alone. You start something, you hope it sticks, you pray you're doing it right, you hate it, and then you blame yourself when it doesn't feel easy or sustainable, right? But here's the truth, you're not the problem. That's what today is for. See, look at the chat. You guys, it's not just you. Like you're not the problem. It is what we have been told, what we've been taught. Okay. So this is where you're getting confused. We're going to call out some of them. It's going to call out some of the myths. Okay. Not because you're doing it wrong, but because you've been misled.
Masterclass that I
So
thought was
you
supposed to
think
start at 5, but I
eating
guess it starts at
less?
4
Mm,
tonight. Yeah,
Make sure you guys are muted, please.
it's about
Zoom?
yeah, like about eating habits and stuff like that.
There you go. Okay, we're good. You think eating less will make you smaller? You switch workouts instead of supporting the ones you're doing with food and weights. You save calories for night and then binge. You eat 1,200 calories, blame yourself for not sticking to it. You guess your protein intake and wonder why your body isn't changing, right? So these things, the eat more, the eat less, the do keto, do low carb, like these are all connected, right? Like there's just this information that goes around and it's the fads, right? So that's exactly what we are debunking. So you think eating less will make you smaller. Starving your body doesn't shrink it, it shrinks your energy, causes cravings, and causes your body to just not be able to work at its like speed, optimal place that it should, right? You switch workouts instead of supporting the ones you're doing with food and weights. The program's not broken, but the consistency and the way you eat is not because of you, you're not the problem, but because we don't understand, right? We're not sure. So we're like, okay, well, I only know how to switch this. So when we actually get some information that we can implement, it's like, oh, this actually makes sense. Like now I can pair it all together. You save calories for night and then binge. Under fueling all day guarantees that food free for all later. And again, we're gonna break all of these down more because me just telling you this, you're like, yeah, Selena, I freaking know. Like I've been going through it. So what do I do, right? Eating 1,200 calories, blaming yourself for not sticking to it. 1,200 is very low. It's a 12-year-old girl's daily calorie needs. So low. You guess your protein intake and wonder why your body isn't changing. You cannot build what you don't feed. Your muscle needs more than just cardio, and guessing isn't accurate enough in the beginning. Okay, so let's dive into these some more. Exact steps I take with my clients to overcome these thoughts and these myths, these things that we've been told and taught forever. You think eating less will make you smaller. This is only true when your metabolism and hormones are in balance and your body is just working at its optimal spot. So how do we test this? We bring your calories up to maintenance. You can figure this out, your maintenance calories, by going to the link below. I found one that I really, really like, this calorie and macro calculator online. Josh is going to drop it in the chat box for you guys. So you can do this. Do this after and just check it out and just see what it says. You can always message me too. Be like, Selena, like, do you feel like this is accurate? We can chat about it. Okay. Eat that amount, not less, not more, for a minimum of 6 weeks. Ensure you are getting your steps in. 8 to 10K steps is great, is fantastic. However, not always realistic. So try to get at least 2,000 more than your current daily average. That's a great start. Start there and like you are already on a good path, okay? If your body weight goes up slightly and then stays within like plus minus 1 or 2 pounds, we have found your maintenance and then we can go from there, okay? Your maintenance may be higher than you think. Like so many of my girls are like, excuse me, I can't eat that much. I'm like, just trust me, we're gonna stop it slowly. We're gonna get you there. You're gonna feel so freaking good. And then you're gonna be like, holy shit, this is a whole new world. Okay. So screenshot this, save that little link that Josh sent you guys so you can check it out. Okay. You switch workouts instead of supporting the ones you're doing with food and weights. You've tried everything: spin, yoga, Pilates, weights, Zumba, maybe even some more extravagant ones like the trampoline classes. I mean, these are like, they're great, right? Whatever you enjoy is great. However, we need to support it with food, with weights, with progressive overload in order to see those changes. So you haven't focused on the food or making changes to it, maybe. So we need um, for fuel and food for your body. This means putting in the correct amount of calories to give you the energy you need. Also to support your goals of muscle gain and weight loss. Okay. So this goes back to the previous slide. We need to make sure you're actually eating enough. Get you up to maintenance calories, properly fueling your body, have energy, have a good mindset, because when you're not eating enough, we all know the mindset goes out the door, right? So you save calories for the night and then you binge. So many women, because we've been told eat less, eat less, eat less. And then at night we binge, right? This I know has happened to all of us at some point. Comment me in the chat box if you have done this. This is something like I have gone through, probably every single one of my girls has gone through, because it's just what we've been taught, right? Eat less. And I want to share with you guys, show you guys that that's not the case. Yeah, there's girls in there, right? So how do we test this? We get you eating a structured meal plan, eating 3 high protein, delicious, easy to prep, enjoyable meals throughout the day. That is my shit, right? Like I want you guys to enjoy your food. I want you to have that understanding that it doesn't have to suck, right? We want intentional snacks too. So I get my girls to eat intentional snacks that give you energy and that you enjoy. It helps. Plus, including the things you love. Like I have a morning latte every single morning. I have sugar, like I have honey in it, or I'll have vanilla syrup or caramel syrup, full sugar, because that's what I like. I don't need you guys to eat sugar-free everything. Like it just comes down to getting enough of the right things, like eating enough of the food, right? The good stuff, like stuff that gives us energy and that makes us not want to binge at night. So to ensure that you hit your targets, we do add those snacks in, right? Like I said, intentional snacks. So add those 1 to 2 in, make them enjoyable ones that you enjoy and want to actually eat, to round out the day, to make it actually like work out well for you, right? So when the evening cravings go away, we know that you were underfeeding yourself throughout the day. leading to the binge eating in the evenings, and we stick to the more filling meals in the day. Welcome to the start of food freedom. When you start eating more during the day, I know it seems counterintuitive, believe me, I was there. I would work out, I would get up, I would work out, I wouldn't eat, and then I would have one meal and I would go to work and I'd be starving. And I was like, why am I so hungry? Like, I'm trying to lose fat, so I have to work out more and not eat as much. That's how I lose fat, right? No, doesn't work that way, right? Like, we need to fuel ourselves, because if we don't, then the binging happens. And that's what we want to try to avoid, because that's the noise in the back of our head, right? When we're like, there's food, that's food noise. When we're always like, oh my God, I'm so hungry, I'm so hungry, I'm so hungry, right? So welcome to the start of food freedom. So you eat 1,200 calories and blame yourself for not sticking to it. You get so frustrated, get so hard on yourself because you can't stick to it. But that's okay, like, because you're not meant to eat that much. So this was a fun stat I figured out. So an average sedentary female would have to be 4'9", 4'11" to 4'11" feet, like 4'11", 88 to 99 pounds, to have a maintenance calorie of 1,200 calories. Okay. So that's about the average size of an 11 or 12-year-old girl, for reference. If you are older than 12 years old, say me in the chat box. I better see everybody here say it, right? What I'm trying to say here is there's a very rare chance, circumstance, think bodybuilding prep, that you would be this low on calories. But if you are not doing bodybuilding prep, oh my gosh, your body does not need that, does not want to go through that. Okay. I will never start any girl less than probably 1,600 a day. And even that is rare. Like, we don't want, less is not better, less is not more. Okay. So don't blame yourself for not being able to stick to it. It's low, it's not sustainable at all. And I don't want any of you guys to ever go through that. Okay. When people go through bodybuilding prep, they are miserable. They have trained for it for months. Their mind plays games on them every single day. They are starving. They are extremely resilient. They build up that resiliency, and that's how they can stick to it. However, they are struggling the entire time. The entire time. They can't talk to people. They can't think, they can't do much of anything, right? It's not easy, nor should it be. And this shows you that it's not sustainable, it's not safe, and it's not meant for everyday life. That's why they only do it for a short amount, and then they end up a lot of the time getting out of it and going into like a depression state, or a huge binge state, and gain a lot of weight back, right? So it's not meant to be a sustainable thing, okay? You guess your protein intake and wonder why your body isn't changing. So protein is very important. Stop guessing and track it. If you don't know how much protein you ate yesterday, say me in the chat. And that's okay. Like, it's not like we need to know every single day. It's more so just to get an understanding, just to be like, oh, I'm only eating 60 grams of protein, yet I work out 4 days a week. I actually need like 140, right? Like, there's a big difference. So even like, even just for a few days, if you eat very similar, just to get an understanding. Okay. So how we test if you are under eating protein, simplest way possible, track just your protein intake for 2 weeks, just to see. Few days, like I said, if you eat very similarly, but like at least 2 weeks gives you like a big range, and weigh everything you can on a scale, or use measuring cups when a scale doesn't work, your beef, chicken, tofu, egg whites, Greek yogurt, just to get an understanding, because that's what it's all about, is we want to understand. And it's hard to understand when we don't see all layers of it, right? But that's why I'm also helping you guys with today, hopefully, is just giving you that deeper understanding without doing these exact actions right now. So then, since you're already tracking all your protein, you might as well just track everything and see what's going on. So you can get an accurate understanding of how much you are eating. And that's why the maintenance is so important, because so many of us are under eating, and it's massive. Okay. So this is how we determine if you need to up your protein intake. So we want about 0.8 to 1 gram per pound of desired body weight of protein. Okay. If your protein is too low, then you won't build muscle, and you will be much more hungry throughout the day. You can screenshot that too for that 0.8 to 1 gram, just to have that if you'd like. I think I do mention it later. Okay. So I have 3 pillars for you. First pillar, quality of food. Once you understand what each food actually does for you, eating becomes more simple, because when they have a purpose, a job, it helps us understand and accept in a way, right? So protein is going to keep you full. It's going to build your muscle. And I know as girls, we're like, oh, we don't want muscle, but like, that's where the toned comes from. So protein, okay, stabilizes your cravings, supports your metabolism. Your body loves it. Carbs, instead of thinking about carbs like, oh my God, I'm going to gain weight, They fuel your workouts, your brain, your hormones, your energy, your day. Without carbs, you don't have as much energy. Like especially in a workout. If you are working out, if you work out and you're not eating your carbs, my girls, eat your carbs, please. Okay. Even try eating a banana before your workout and see the difference. Just try that one thing, that one change, a little bit of carbs before your workout, and tell me that it doesn't help. Okay. Fats, they help your skin, your joints, your hormones, and overall energy feel steady. Okay. Fiber is a big hype right now. It keeps your digestion smooth, your hunger steady, your body regulated. It's also really nice because the things that have fiber in them have like vegetables and fruit, for instance. You can eat a lot of them, but they're not very high in calories. So I tell you guys kind of how to build a plate in a little bit, like how to really put it together. And that helps it make sense because like fiber, so many girls are like, what is fiber? What is it? Right. So I break that down and actually give you guys like what to eat because that is what we need. And then we just repeat them. You just keep them going. Okay. So when you understand the job of each food group, you stop actually fearing food and start appreciating it for what it is. It's beautiful. It's delicious. It's fun. It's exciting. It brings people together. I've ate so many tacos the last week, and every single time I eat one, I'm so happy. I'm so freaking happy. I'm like jigging with it. Like they just get better and better, right? So when we have good food, and that's why I do this, right? It's one of the reasons that I do this because when you have good food, you look at it differently. You don't look at it as, oh, I have to eat this boring ass chicken and rice again today. Like I'm just gonna get a burger. I don't want to eat that, right? I don't want that to be the case. So a lot or most of my clients started with me eating only 2 meals a day. If this is you, I want you to take away one thing today. Make time for you. Just do it and keep doing it. It doesn't become easy. You just get more resilient, more focused on you and your health. When you can take a minute and just eat a meal, prepare your week for you, and have those meals ready, everything becomes so much easier. And when you have that time and you take that time for you, it just there's a whole other level to you, right? Like you allow yourself that energy, that space. Okay. So that is what I need. Eat your food. Okay. So what do I mean by quality of food? Sticking to the outer aisles in the grocery store where the fresh food is going to be the number one. You want the fruits, the veggies, the protein, the yogurts, and you get like the sourdough breads and stuff too over there, except for some exceptions. Rice, dried herbs and spices, of course, canned goods, frozen fruit and veggies. And like, of course, if you guys like baking, like, yes, get baking stuff. You can go in those, but like when you are going into the grocery store for just your staple, your weekly shop, just stick to the outside. You get a big bag of rice, it lasts for freaking ever, right? And then you're not tempted. If you go through the chip aisle, you're probably going to be tempted. Oh, don't go to the grocery store hungry either. Just all of you guys, okay? So build your meal around a protein source. That is the number one first thing you do. Build your meal around a protein source. Repeat proteins you love to eat and make sure your house is always stocked with them. If you love chicken breast, chicken thighs, steak, ground beef like us, we always have them in the house. And then we can kind of choose, pull them out of the freezer, play with them, and kind of make whatever we feel like making. Fish in the freezer, right? Greek yogurt, eggs, and egg whites. Those are just staples. And we always have them. So once you have like a solid staple, like list kind of thing, repeat that, right? And use this, screenshot this, stick to it, and see how that goes, right? Like when you have the things in your house, then you are more likely to eat them. Okay. Do not avoid carbs. Okay. Just get like better quality carbs because, oh, and portion. Oh, yeah. We talk portions later. Okay. So sourdough bread, great for your gut in portion sizes, right? Whole grains, potatoes, sweet potatoes, fruits, and rice. These things are all good for you in the portion sizes that we mentioned. They give you energy again, right? Like they are good. I don't want you to be afraid of carbs. I need you to understand that carbs are not the enemy. They are part of all of this. Like I want you to understand like that today, okay? Make food make sense. Make sure that carbs are not avoided and you're not scared of them because they are not the enemy, okay? Fats simply round out your plate. However, fats are very calorically dense. So my main tips for fats, use spray oil. I'll get Josh to link it in the comments too. This is like I've sent this to so many people because it has changed the game for me. I didn't love buying like the like when you buy the ones with like the aerosol in it. Aerosol? Yeah. So this one is just like, it's just, you literally just put your own olive oil in it, spritz it, way cheaper too. And it's changes the game. Okay. You will be like, holy shit, I am already eating so much less oil. Okay. Weigh your peanut butter because very calorically dense. Again, go easy on sauces, eat leaner cuts of meat. Sauces, again, lots of oils, so they are going to be higher in calories. So when you're going out for food, sauces on the side, try to be a little bit lighter on them, and it makes such a difference, okay? And then fiber, that little powerhouse, make sure you have fruit or veggies with every single meal. This will keep your bowel movements regular, lessen your bloating, make your gut feel happy. Like fiber is great. It really is, okay? So get it in from fruit. Fruit, I say in your breakfast, vegetables, lentils, beans, oats, brown rice. Just try to have a vegetable with every meal. And like you'll notice that you get full a little bit quicker too, because like it's such high volume, right? You can eat so much of it. And there's lots of fiber in it. It's really, really good for you. Okay. So pillar 2, balancing out a plate. Once you build your meals in a way your body actually enjoys and thrives on, everything becomes easier. Your hunger calms down, your energy stabilizes, no more like crazy ups and downs. Your cravings won't control you. Fat loss becomes consistent. You see muscle definition, it becomes visible, right? So when you aim for about 30 to 40 grams of protein per meal, add carbs that fuel you, like the ones that I mentioned, fats that keep you steady. So, like some olive oil and avocado and some nuts, like so many different kinds of fats, and fruits and veggies that help your digestion. Food works with you. That balance is so, so important. So, let's break that down. So, build a balanced plate with this process. What, like I said, right? Start with the protein. So, what protein do you want to eat? Pick it and base your plate around that. So, okay, I want ground beef. Cool. This is how I always talk to my girls too. I'm like, okay, what do you want? Ground beef? Cool. Use MyFitnessPal or Google how much you need in raw weight to get 30 to 40 grams of protein and multiply that by the servings you need. So chicken, for instance, like chicken breast, like how much chicken makes, how much raw chicken gives you 30 to 40 grams of protein, right? So pro tip, most proteins, 150 grams raw is a great baseline. If you can just remember that, cool, right? Like that's what I mean by like, don't overcomplicate it. It doesn't need to be that serious, right? Like I know it's a number and sometimes we don't want to like correlate that, but at the same time, if we just think, okay, 150 grams raw, I'm at the store and I'm buying a package of chicken and it's 900 grams, cool. Divide that by 150. How many servings is this going to make? That ensures that you get enough protein in that meal and it's going to keep you full, right? Putting all of the noise about like eat your protein aside, put that aside and just think about like, okay, how do I stay full? How do I quiet the food noise? How do I actually feel satisfied and good from this, right? Like that is what we want. That is what we're looking for. What carb source do you have? We got rice, we got sweet potatoes, we got regular potatoes. What do I feel like? Cool, we got sweet potatoes. Let's do it. That's what I feel like. Okay. So weigh these out cooked or fill about a quarter of your plate with them or 100 to 150 grams. Again, screenshot this. Okay. Screenshot this so you have it so you can go back to it because I don't want you guys to leave and be like, oh shit, what did she say? Actually, no, never mind. Surprises for later. You guys do know you're getting a handbook, but anyway, screenshot this just so you have it. Okay. So the protein is going to be a quarter of your plate, the carbs, quarter of your plate, and then veggies are next. So let's say I'm craving cucumbers. Okay. You cut them up, add another vegetable that's in the fridge or freezer, whatever you have, whatever you want to use up, whatever sounds good. Okay. Fill about half your plate with veggies, about 2 cups. That is a beautiful plate of food. Okay. You got your quarter plate protein, you got your quarter plate carbs, you got your half a plate of veggies. Are there fats in the meal? That's kind of the next question. Is the cut of meat fattier? Are you drizzling a ton of oil in the pan? Are you adding cheese? Those will all add fats. Okay. So control the fats by using extra ground beef, extra lean ground beef, chicken breasts instead of chicken thighs, using spray oil to cook instead of just kind of free drizzling. Because when we do free drizzle, it's a lot of calories. And I don't like I don't always look at things in calories, right? Like that's not what the whole purpose is. But at the same time, when you do use the spray oil and everything, you'll notice like, oh my gosh, I actually didn't need that much oil. Like everything cooks the same. So that is very interesting. And it's just like kind of something interesting to put together, right? And then flavor. Okay, so add some of your favorite spices. Just add spices. One of my favorites, Cajun and Italian mixed. So good. Add a little hot honey drizzle to top it off. Like there's so many things that we can add to make a balanced plate even more exciting, right? You don't have to have bland food. That is exactly what I teach all my girls. That is what all of my recipes do. Okay. So I'm just going to give you guys a visual. So building a balanced plate with this process, it does not need to be elaborate. Just throw some stuff you enjoy together and boom. Sometimes that doesn't work out. Sometimes my meals aren't that good. It doesn't happen super often, but I'll be like, Josh, eat this, please. Not very good. Okay. So we could have a well-balanced meal. That was an absolute banger. Or you can use my recipes. The purpose of using my recipes with my girls is that they will naturally start to notice how to build my own recipes and how my plates are structured, right? That shows them, oh, okay, like every time I build a recipe, like there's about this much meat in it. Like this is what my plate looks like, all of that fun stuff. Okay. So this is what it looks like. Start with protein. We've got our little protein piece here. Next is carbs. Okay. Little quarter plate. Then veggies, half the plate. Just a little visual. All right. Okay. And then patterns. Patterns. You keep thinking you need more discipline. You may not, but I do know you need consistency, patterns, and repetition. When you repeat balanced meals, you naturally stabilize blood sugar, cravings, hunger cues, energy, mood, decision-making consistency. Like, aren't these all things that you're like, oh my God, I want that gone, right? So your body adapts to what you do regularly, not what you do perfectly for a short amount of time. You keep trying to fight your cravings. You're always battling it. You're always feeling like I cannot push past this. I'm weak. I can't do this. Like I'm just giving into my cravings. Like cravings disappear when your patterns change, not when your willpower gets stronger. Your willpower is not part of it because we have cravings for a reason most of the time. Okay. And that is like one of the biggest pieces of this. I'll get my girls eating more and they're like, this is fucking scary. I don't want to eat more. I'm like, I promise you, your cravings are going to go away. Just please trust me. And they're like, okay, like let's do it. Right. Because we've always been taught eat less. But when these things start to go away, everything starts to change. Okay. So patterns are repetition. You can want to be consistent. You can plan to be consistent, but your body responds to what you repeat. If the pattern is skipping breakfast, evening hunger, cravings, that's what your new normal is going to be, right? If this is the pattern, that is your normal. If the pattern is you have 30 grams of protein per meal, you have your 3 meals a day, intentional snacks, steady energy becomes your new normal, right? It's the pattern. It's what you do day to day. Patterns create identity, not motivation, because motivation will always come and go. I don't always want to go to the gym, but that is who I am. That is part of me. That is what I want to do.
See Sarah's comment.
No. What?
I feel confident building my own meals now that I've used yours for about a year.
Yeah. Right? Like, oh, I love that. Thank you for sharing that, Samara. That's part of it, right? Like I give you guys so many recipes. All my girls get so many recipes to play with because it gives you that information, that direction of like you find a recipe online, maybe it looks good, but you cook it, maybe it doesn't taste great, maybe you're hungry later, maybe you feel bloated, maybe it just didn't really like give you that like volume that you needed because it wasn't built for this reason, right? Like I build my recipes for this reason specifically to have flavor, to be high protein, to be high volume, for them to make you feel good, right? That is the goal and the purpose behind me making these recipes. So thank you for sharing that because it's a huge piece of it. So motivation, yeah, will always come and go. Sometimes I don't want to cook, but I still make something. If that's maybe a tuna melt because I got it in, everything is there. Maybe it's a frozen meal that I made few weeks ago. Maybe it's some pre-cooked chicken from Costco and I make some rice and eat some raw cucumbers. Like it does not always look put together. Like that is not reality, right? It's not reality. And I need you guys to remember that. Patterns are repetition. Change your identity. You do hard things. You do them, right? It's not, I'm going to do them. It's you do them. You do hard things. You do go to the gym. You do eat 3 meals a day. Your life will change. I do. And that was one thing that the people that we were with yesterday said it doesn't, when he was talking about free diving, it doesn't get easy. You just, I don't, it doesn't get easy. You just become more resilient, or is you just become like more mentally, like you want to challenge yourself, right? Like it doesn't become easy. Of course, like as you learn things and whatnot, but like it's going to be hard, right? You do hard things. You do them. You do go to the gym. You do eat 3 meals a day. You guys are capable. Okay? You're so freaking capable. So I know we talked about a lot today. So 3 things I need you to take away. The quality of food. Fuel your body with good quality food. That doesn't mean 100% of the time. Okay? 100% of the time is unrealistic. And that's not what I tell my girls either. And some coaches might, but I don't believe in that. I believe in enjoying things and I believe in learning how to navigate through other times when the quality of the food maybe isn't that great. But when you have a choice, we make the harder choice, and we fuel our body with the good quality foods. Ensure you are eating enough protein. So 0 to 8 grams or 0.8 to 1 gram per pound of desired body weight. Okay. Balanced plates. I'll give you guys an example of that. If your goal weight is like 150 pounds and you weigh maybe like 180, then like you would eat 150. Okay. To a little bit like, yeah, about that 140, 150. Okay. Balanced plates. Start with protein. Okay. A quarter of your plate. Always start with protein. That is like number 1. Okay. Then carbs, quarter of your plate. Fill the rest up with veggies, half your plate. Most importantly, spice and flavor it. Use my recipes. There's so many of them, okay? And I'm working on something very exciting right now that is hopefully launching soon. I can't tell you guys. I don't know when, but hopefully soon. Okay. Patterns. Change your patterns. Repeat something for longer than 12 weeks. And 12 weeks is like the minimum, okay? But once you get past that, how long does it take to build a habit? It takes on average, can you Google it for me, please? 66 days? 60 days? Josh is going to Google it for you, for me as well. Your results come from what you do regularly, not what you do perfectly. This needs to be like in the forefront of your mind. 66 days? Yeah. How many weeks is that?
8, 9.
9, 8, 9. Okay. So like 12 is on the 66 is the average, but takes less, more. So we want to do it for longer than that. Okay. And then the habits might like want to trickle away, but like pull yourself back. Okay. Your results come from what you do regularly, not what you do perfectly. I freaking love that. Live by that. Okay. Cravings don't disappear because your willpower gets stronger all of a sudden. They disappear because your patterns get smarter, because you learn different tools, because you eat more good food that your body likes. Like everything there's a reason for it, right? There's always a reason, and it's figuring out that reason is what is so freaking important. Okay. So very passionate. What's next? So you now have information that you can implement right now. And it's exactly what I do with my clients. This is all the stuff, right? You know why you may feel lost. You understand why things have been difficult because of all of the information and the myths. Plus I've debunked those, right? Like, and of course, if you guys have questions, if you're like, hey, I really actually want to talk more on this, like send me a message. Let's talk about it, because like these things, like that's why I do this. Again, I don't want anyone to be afraid of carbs or eat 1,200 calories, because it's not sustainable. It doesn't need to be that way. Okay. So you understand how much protein you need to eat. You know how to build a balanced plate, where to shop in the grocery store, and so much more. But how do you put this all together for your unique body, your schedule, your goals? A plan is useless without personalization, accountability, and direction, right? You can use the plan. And of course, like if you are consistent with it, amazing. I love it, right? Like if you can have direction and you're like, hey, cool, let's do this. I love it, right? But having that accountability is super, super nice. So for the last hour, I don't even know what time it is, but
40 minutes.
all right. for the last 40 minutes. You've given me your most valuable asset, your time, and I want to honor that. So for everyone on this masterclass right now, I'm going to give you some free fun stuff to use. But first, I'm going to show you some of my class progress and show you that it takes so much different, like so many different lengths of time. Like you might also see really quick results and you're like, why haven't I seen that? Like what's wrong with me, right? That's not fair. I was talking to Josh. Oh, I'm going to talk about this right now. Okay. I was talking to Josh about this. I think it was today. And I was like, I really want everyone to be so grateful and proud of the things that they have achieved, even if it's not a lot. Like if you've been with me for even a month and you're like, okay, I've lost like maybe 4 pounds, which is fucking amazing, by the way, 1 pound, like amazing, but I'm still not like where I want to be. That's okay. I want you to be grateful, but never satisfied, right? You need to be grateful for the things that you've achieved. If you work out even 2 times this week and you didn't work out at all last week, but you wanted to maybe work out 4 times, be fucking grateful and happy that you did work out 2 times and just tell yourself, next week I'm going to do 3. Like when you see a little bit of progress too with everything that you're doing, be positive about it. Because if you're not, then nothing is ever going to be good enough, ever. And that's when we want to give up because we're like, okay, I'm not where I want to be. Why should I even continue? Right? Like we've all had that mind space, but like, what does that do for you? So like, as long as you're grateful and you're like, I did that, like I achieved that. And I'm great. I'm guilty of this sometimes where I don't take that moment, right? And I don't give myself that extra like, cool, I did that. But it's really important or else it's never going to matter. Okay? So just know that like progress is never linear. Everyone goes through it in different ways. And I'm just going to show you that like with these photos. Okay. So can you see where my mouse is, Josh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So this one, Christina, this was, I believe, a year and a half. Okay. A year and a half of consistency, of tracking, of like showing up, going to the gym, working her ass off. Okay. Madison beside her here. I think this was 3 months. And she's powerlifting, she's working her ass off too, right? She is a hard worker. Kelly here, Kelly, my girl, 4 months. Like, and again, she came in and she was like, this is what I want to do. I'm gonna do it. I'm like, okay. She literally came to every single call. She put her all into it. Like she showed up and she asked questions and she believed in herself and she celebrated. Okay. Amanda, oh, I want to say like 6 months, 7. So you see here, like there's a difference. It's not the same for everybody. I believe the one bottom left, I want to say about 6 to 8 months. And then the second one there, I think about 4 months. This one here, 4 months. And Lola's not tracking either. She's just been sending photos of her food and everything. So that's been super, super cool. So we've been able to actually like see a lot of progress just by doing that, by making really small tweaks, by being aware, by eating more meals throughout the day. This one here, this was 4 months, which is again super impressive. Like she worked her ass off. And not 100% either. It wasn't always 100%, but she worked her ass off. Okay. The one next to that, I want to say 4 months. And then the one on the end, about a year. No, this was probably about 10 months, right? So like so many different situations, so many different time lengths. And it all comes down to that, right? Like there's just different situations. You go through different things. Like it's normal for it not to always be super quick or always the same. Okay. So just know that and just appreciate it for what it is and just be excited, right? Like it's cool. I love it. All right. So the exciting things, there's so many. Okay, I've got this slide and then I've got a couple more really exciting things. Okay, so I'm gonna give you guys the early Black Friday sale because why not, right? We're in Mexico right now, as you can tell. I wish I lived here, but this is not the usual. So for attending this call, you guys get a little bit of special deals. Okay, so you're gonna get the Make Food Make Sense starter guide, 100% free, a free 30-minute strategy call with me to go over your goals and like answer any questions and like just kind of get into this stuff a little bit more to help you guys. Okay. And then if you want to join the coaching program too, up to 40% off. Okay. So like 2,000 in savings on my custom coaching programs, which is super, super fun. And then you also get a free month too if you do sign up. The link is in the chat. So book a call with me next week, 30-minute call. My calendar will fill up. But like I said, just to chat and see if coaching would be really helpful for you. And it's Black Friday and we freaking love Black Friday. So get in there. We're going to send all of these other things out too once we do, or the make food make sense. We're going to send that out once we get into the Q&A after a couple more fun announcements. But yeah, early Black Friday sale. Okay. Super, super fun. And just if you guys have been wanting to do coaching or you're like, this actually like sounds like something that would really, really help me, like I'm there for you. And that's what it's all about. Okay. So the team's growing. It's very exciting. I'm very excited. So Josh is now going to be a part of the business in so many ways. Do you want to come over here and go through this with me? So he's going to be taking over workouts and some more fun things as we get things rolling. Oh, there's handsome Joshy. So we're going to kind of get into doing more common mistakes with each other. Some trainings, like some workout trainings in the community and everything, form critiques, as well as a lot of the back end business things, because yeah, girl's not very organized and it's been hectic. So the back end business is not my, I'm not good with numbers, and Josh here is really good with numbers. So good team, right? And then I can be more creative. I can cook more, do more trainings for you guys, do more master classes too, because I actually really like this. This is super fun and it allows me to be creative too. So let Josh tell a little bit about himself.
Yeah, so I kind of wrote it all down here so you can kind of read as I go, but we've been together for 3 years. We actually met at the gym.
Mhm.
If anybody wants to know that story, you can message us later. We'll
Yeah.
send you the whole
It's
details.
pretty
It was
cute.
pretty cute.
Yeah.
Um, I was born and raised by a single mom until I was about 14, and then she met my now stepdad. But yeah, I was with a single mom. She raised me literally on her own. We went to Lethbridge and lived there on our own for 2 years. We lived in Mexico actually at one point for 6 months. So I'm very close with my mom. I do have, I don't want to say a feminine energy, but like a feminine side because of that, because I'm so close to her. So,
He's a softie at heart.
yeah. So I do have a big respect around women
Yeah.
for that reason.
Yeah.
And I am a designated CPA, so like Selena said, I'm very good with numbers. I know I probably do not look like the typical accountant, but I am. I actually work for a women's swimwear brand, so I work with a group of 22 women, 21 women. So there again kind of shows like I have a bit of a feminine side
Always.
to get
Yeah.
along with women very well.
Yeah. And that's
If
why I was so confident. Sorry. That's why I was
yeah.
so confident about bringing him in, because I was like, he's just so easy to communicate with. And yeah, has that like not offend, doesn't
Yeah, I don't know how to
don't
say it.
say
I don't
that,
know how to say it. Yeah.
but like you're,
I feminine side. I wouldn't say a feminine energy, just
oh,
a feminine side. Like I understand.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay, okay,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
okay.
Uh
And he's a little sister, so
yeah. And if anybody wants a discount code, cheeky for that,
God.
I can also send you a good discount code on some women somewhere.
Okay.
Um hey, extra bonuses.
All
Right?
right. Yeah. Yeah.
Um
Coaching.
yes, I have wanted to coach for about 10 years, been working out for 12 plus years. I got a coach almost as soon as I started working out. I think it was like 6 months into me like stepping foot into a gym. I got a personal trainer, had him for about a year. Um, and yeah, I just really enjoyed it. And then I do have a few certifications. I just purchased another one for Black Friday deal, so I'm working on some more certifications as well. And then I've also worked out with a national level bodybuilder, not a few national level bodybuilders, perfecting my form and many other things over the years. So I do have a lot of experience. I
Yeah.
also, have tons of hours in YouTube University on form and everything like that, watching high level athletes and learning from them. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm very excited to be at least jumping in with the workouts and helping with that,
Yeah.
and hopefully doing some trainings on that in the future.
Yeah. His trainings, like the workout side of it is, he still helps me. Like it's so great and explains things extremely well. So I'm hoping to really add a lot of that into the community too. So for any of my girls on here that yeah,
Yeah.
that are
And
connected.
last but not least, I have been coaching men for about a year and a half now. We do have like we had one couple, I guess.
Yeah.
So yeah, I will be continuing to coach guys on the side as well. But yeah, just so you guys know a little bit more about me.
Yeah. Yay. Thanks, Vic.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so he's coming in, and another very, very, very exciting. I've been fucking stoked about this one. The team is growing even more. So Kelly, my girl, she was in the progress photo. So she went there. Let me just tell. Okay. So she's been working in the back end, learning the ins and outs of the business for the last 6 months. She's been absolutely incredible, extremely knowledgeable, open to learning, always asking questions. Like the most like the dreamiest girl to work with ever because she's so excited. She's so like as excited as I am, which just makes me more excited, right? Like it's the best feeling in the world having that. And same with Josh, right? To have people like that within the business is the best thing because without that, if they don't see the vision, the growth, then how do you do that, right? So I'm really, really, really excited to have both of them. She also went through a full program with me. She wanted to learn the whole way through. She came to every single live, asked so many questions. Like it was great, right? I was like, I want this girl to work with me. She got insane results and it built a fire in her. She's certified through ISA nutrition certification and is planning on getting more as we continue on. She will be helping with things like client support, client check-ins, the community, coaching calls, and then we will be doing live events. We don't know when yet, but that is in the more secrets, right? So many secrets in this call, but that is like what we want to do in the future. And it's fun. It builds a community and it just builds that whole kind of like, hey, you're not alone. Like this is a really powerful thing that we do, and it's super cool to just have a lot of girls together in the same room that are going through the same thing. So Kelly's actually on here. I'm gonna get her to unmute and just say hi to you guys just so you can see your face and yeah.
Hi, everybody. I'm so excited. This is truly like a dream to join Selena's team. And I mean, I just can't wait to hype you guys up, celebrate all your wins, help you through your struggles. Yeah, I went through it and it was the best experience. So I won't say much more. Selena pretty much said it all, but yeah, I'm so excited. So thanks for having me.
Yay. Yeah, so excited. So just want to share that with you guys as well. Okay. Q&A. And then the handout too, babe.
Yeah.
If you wouldn't mind. And the booking link if anyone would want it. Okay. If anyone has any questions, there is a little, I mean, you can either unmute yourself or there is a little hand, no, a little heart at the bottom of your screen that you can click. Is that a heart?
It's a heart.
Yeah, it says react. You can click it and you can click raise hand. Or you can just unmute and start chatting and then it should bump you to the front. Okay. Ask away. Oh, that was fun. You do?
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. Oh, yeah, but Victoria's before you. Hi, Victoria.
I just have a question about how you adjust your, like if you're tracking calories, because I've been tracking for a bit.
Mhm.
How do you like to track your calories or modify what you eat in a day for workouts? Especially if like say also one of my biggest challenges is also like if I go for a hike or something, it's like a lot of calories burned. And so and then the next day I like get extra hungry. So I don't know, just how that's like one of my challenges. And I'm just wondering how you would approach that.
Yeah, no, I love that. Okay, so when you figured out your calories, there's like the option to choose sedentary, low active, moderately active, very active. So say we choose moderately active. Those is like it's it's figured out your calories for every single day to be the same. That is your maintenance, right? So that just makes it really easy. If you change your activity to like extremely active, then it's gonna change again, right? So I personally don't change my calories based on the days too much because you've got like that steady number for a reason because it gets figured out based on your activity level as a whole. However, if you are going on a hike, like you can definitely bring more carbs, like eat more on that day because you are like, you need the energy, right? Like it's like if you have a really, really hard workout, sometimes you're going to be a bit hungrier, especially on leg days. But like that's what I would do. Do you ever eat more on the hike days? Or is it the day
Oh
after
yeah.
that you're hungry? Oh,
Yeah,
you do?
for sure. Yeah.
Okay. And then
But
the next,
I think sometimes maybe I don't eat enough on the hike days, and the next day I'm like starving.
yeah, that checks out for sure. So I would definitely pay attention to getting enough food in on those hike days. Yeah, higher like protein and carbs. Like you want to definitely get more because you will be burning essentially more. But how often are you like it totally depends, right? Like maybe your whole maintenance, like if you're going for your maintenance calories, maybe they all need to be a little bit higher too. Depends on the progress that
Yeah,
you're doing. But yeah, I
yeah,
would
that's probably true. Yeah.
yeah, and play with it, right? And that's kind of what I meant by like find that maintenance. If your weight's kind of like being steady, then great, right? And then see how you feel. And also, like I said, try some more food on those hike days.
Okay,
Okay.
thanks.
It's yeah, don't be afraid of it because like your body is telling you something like I'm really hungry. And then see how that helps. Like if you're eating more on that day, then maybe the next day you'll be like, oh, okay, this isn't like I feel normal.
Cool, thanks.
Does that help?
Yeah.
Cool. Let me know if you have more questions, okay?
Oh, somebody else has a question.
I have a question, but my mic isn't working. I wanted to know what I can do with cravings while I'm on my period. It gets super challenging with mood swings, and I tend to get frustrated with food. Oh, yes. This is very natural for you to be hungry around this time. Be okay, a few things. Make sure you track it so you know, okay, I'm on my period, that's why I'm hungry. Be okay with eating a little bit more on those days. That being said, I know we crave a lot of chocolate, but make sure that you have your meals first because sometimes that will just be like, oh, I was just hungry. Like I was generally hungry, like and it was a mealtime, right? And allow yourself to have a bit of those things. So like for instance, one of my girls, she loves brownies and she'll have like a Greek yogurt bowl, but she'll have like a brownie in it, right? So like you get that sweet thing that you're craving, but you also get some more volume from the Greek yogurt because when we're hungry and PMSing, like I could eat a million of the sweet things, right? But if I have actual food with it, then it's lower calorie. And then we're not like feeling like frustrated, right? We're not like, oh my God, I just ate so many brownies, but it's like, oh, I had some Greek yogurt. I feel more full because it's got protein, it's got the benefits, but I also got to have some brownie too, right? So that's how I personally get my girls to do with it. And that again could be just not eating enough food during the day. So maybe throughout the month when you're not PMSing, it might feel a little bit easier to not eat as much. But then once you do start PMSing, you're like, oh my God, I'm actually like, I'm really hungry. And then your body kind of goes into that like different um drive, I guess, in a way, because your body's actually hungry and it has been hungry. So that could be part of it as well, right? So see what you're eating those days. Maybe try to eat a little bit more of those meals and see if it helps. And just know that like it's you're gonna be fine if you eat a little bit, but try to not go full tilt with it, right? Try to just kind of have a little bit of the snack with the craving. Greek yogurt, brownie. Sounds like a match made in heaven. Sounds great to me. Lots of girls will do like Greek yogurt with like chocolate chips and like raspberries and strawberries and I got all the ideas. But yeah.
Annette has a question, but she can't raise her hand, so
Mm.
let her unmute.
Hi, it's Alyssa.
Oh, hi.
My name is wrong on here, sorry.
No
But
worries.
I wanted to ask about at the beginning you were talking about 1200 calories being only enough for like a small child. But I sometimes don't feel hungry past that because maybe I sleep in or my meals are high volume. Like if I have like eggs, salami, Greek yogurt, and fruit on top, and then that's only 400 calories, and I ate that meal like twice or three times in the day, like or something similar, that it ends up being very a low calorie day. And I work out once, sometimes twice of just like walking or getting steps in a day. So I know that I need to eat more, but like it hasn't, I don't I feel like if my goal is weight loss and I'm full, then I shouldn't eat more. That's how I feel. So,
Thanks for sharing that. So, because I know we chatted not too long ago, how's your progress been? Like, how are you feeling? How's your energy and everything?
so after that week we spoke, I did take the whole week off. Like I took a full like 9 days off because I was so like burnt out. But after that, I think it's been like 3 weeks, and I've lost a good like 10 pounds. I'm now at 190, and I originally started at 255. So
Mhm.
I'm really happy with my progress. I'm doing pretty good right now, but I'm definitely hitting really. I know that I should be eating more and feeling better because of how active I am. I typically walk on the treadmill for like an hour and then I come back in the night and for an hour. But just because I talk and do my homework on the treadmill, so it's easy for me. Um, but yeah.
Yeah. And that's kind of where the sustainability piece comes from, right? And that's when we talked, I was like, okay, you're doing a lot, right? And your body can only handle so much, especially with low calorie, is you can only go for so long and then something will happen most of the time. Um, and when we don't feel hungry too, it doesn't always mean that we don't need more food because in 3 weeks, 10 pounds is quite a bit. And I worry about that because of our health, of our mindset, of all of those things, right? I never want it to become a negative relationship with having to move a lot or eat less and those kinds of things, right? Because if we do go out for food or we do go on a vacation or something, then what happens? And I know it feels weird to be like, okay, well, how do I eat more when I am trying to lose weight? It's like you might be losing muscle too right now, right? If we're not eating enough to preserve our muscles, then it might not be just fat that you're losing. It's actually like muscle and fat, maybe not even like a lot of fat too. So that's where it becomes a bit tricky, right? And that's when the speed can can be tough because like 1 pound a week, like losing 1 pound a week is like absolutely incredible. 2 pounds a week like is like oh my god, okay, what's like your body's really reacting well as long as we're eating enough, you're building muscle and you feel good, because at the end of the day I want you to feel good. I don't want you to feel hungry or tired or like just not mentally okay with what's going on. And that's the only thing that I worry about, right? So with you, it's like maybe we just need to kind of figure out a snack that works well, that has protein in it, that you can get in to make sure that you're preserving your muscles. So do you feel that your body composition is changing and you're seeing muscle definition, or like how are you feeling about that?
So I'm not seeing any muscle definition, but I'm also not strength training because the week I started strength training, it was really exhausting for me. So I'm not strength training currently. And because I got into such of the routine of just like walking and going on hikes with my family, it just seemed like too much effort to get strength training in there. It's like I can do it, but it's a little bit much for me right now.
Okay. And like if what you're doing is like you feel good doing it, but also with you saying doing strength training, you felt exhausted. Again, that's where the extra food comes in, because then you can build that muscle because you have energy, right? And when you do the hikes and stuff, like how do you feel with those? Like, do you have energy or are you feeling pretty like, holy shit, this is
So for hiking and walking, it's very natural for me. Um I I like my stamina is really high because I just do it so often, and I'm pretty athletic in that way of like running and stuff.
yeah.
But after like a couple, like if I went on a vacation for my birthday, when I came back it took me like a couple days to like get the stamina back.
Yeah. Which is normal too. But yeah, the only thing I worry about is you can get to a certain point doing this, eating less, moving more for sure, but you get to a point where you want it to be sustainable. So that's when it's like, okay, maybe you can do this. Maybe what you're doing is just working for you and it's flowing, but at the same time, the end of it, the cap of it is like, okay, how do I fuel for longevity? How do I fuel for my body, for, again, my mind, like having enough energy, being able to do the things that are a bit more difficult, like weightlifting, right? And then it turns into like, okay, what do you want your body to look like? How do you want your body composition to look? You know, like, do you want muscle? Because that's what's gonna help your body long term. That's what's gonna really help. And yeah, 1200 is, especially for walking a lot, which is what we talked about, right? Is it's quick, the 3 pounds a week plus like three and a half, and a third or whatever a week, like is quite a lot. And again, I just don't want it to be that like burnout state, right?
Okay, thank you so much.
So try to get like an extra few hundred in and just see how you feel. See if that makes a difference.
In my
That's what it's really all about, right? Is just kind of trying these little things. And like maybe then you'll be like, oh, okay, I'm losing a little bit more, but like I have more energy, or sorry, I'm losing a little bit less, but I have more energy and I feel different and I'm having better sleeps. And you know, all of those little things that you might be noticing might change a little bit.
thank you.
Welcome.
My question was, what are intentional snacks?
Oh, Josh said his question was, what are intentional snacks? So intentional snacks are when you actually plan your snacks and it's not just like, oh my God, I'm really hungry, I'm going to grab a handful of trail mix. Intentional snacks would be, okay, I have my breakfast, I have a snack, I have my lunch, I have a snack, and then I have dinner. Because when you have your snack between breakfast and lunch, helps with your energy. Then when you have lunch, that also helps with the crash later on, right? Then when you have your snack, then you're like, oh, okay, like I'm not super starving before I get into dinner. So I'm not going to get home. I'm not going to eat the cheese and the crackers from the fridge. I'm not going to eat the candy that's on the counter or the cookies I made the other night, right? Because you had that intentional snack. You can make dinner without being like, holy fuck, I'm hungry, right? So then you have dinner, you feel great. You don't even need an after dinner snack. And if you do, then the goal is, oh, I only like need a bite of something and I'm super satisfied because you're not actually hungry. That's what an intentional snack is. Intentional.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then it's over.
Oh, any other questions, you guys? So much. I had Greek yogurt, the crumble, peanut butter cookie on it to hit my protein goal, and had dessert last night. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. Greek yogurt crumble, crumble peanut. Oh my God, that actually sounds so good. Oh, I'm hungry.
We haven't eaten dinner.
I know. Yeah. Josh has to, yeah, thanks so much. I have to scoot you guys. Thanks for coming. Also go, thank you guys. You guys are figuring out some financing. Yay. Me too, Maddie. Oh, I love this. Ooh, how can I drink more water? It happens to be the worst part for me. Karen, what exactly if you're still on here, what exactly do you struggle with your water intake? Is it getting enough in? Is it having to pee? Is it forgetting? A few of my tips, just as if you're typing out your actual question, one of my main tips is if you drive to work or drive anywhere, make sure your water bottle is full when you get in the vehicle and drink the water the whole entire time. Like sometimes I'll actually just have it in my hand and I'll just like sip it. Make it an easy to drink water bottle too, like not one that you have to maybe like screw a lid off, like have one that you can pop or like a straw, or if it has a lid, just like leave it off and have a few sips. That always really helps me. Have a massive water bottle. Like this one is, I think 1.8. No, 1 liter. Yeah, this one's a 1 liter. So I always make sure it's full, like in the morning, and then I'll fill it up at lunch as well. And then I usually fill it up again like at the gym, but it also keeps it cold. So one keeps it cold and it's massive. So I have to drink it, but keeping it cold is like number one. Getting enough in because I drink a ton of coffee, but not gonna sip in if it's just water. If it's just water. Okay, so fun fact.
Yeah.
What fun fact?
About the 4 cups of coffee.
I don't know. I don't know if I trust that. Josh, was that in your Arnold pump?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's research based.
Okay, so research based. He said that 4 cups of coffee a day actually contributes to your water intake. I'm like, okay, so I can drink more coffee, but No, that's not what I'm saying, you guys. Drink your water. But that's why just Josh, we don't need to tell them that. Don't just drink coffee, I swear to God. Okay, so getting enough in. If it's the flavor, you can use Mio or electrolytes. I actually bought some electrolytes from Costco. They were like the passion fruit, pink lemonade ones. I love them. I think they taste delicious. And if that helps you get water in, I would love for you to do that because you'll notice your energy. You'll notice you just feel better overall. Okay. So try that. Straw. Some girls really like drinking with a straw. That could help. What?
Cold water versus
Cold water versus lukewarm. I hate lukewarm water. Like,
or room temperature. Sorry.
or room temp, yeah, not lukewarm, but room temperature. I hate it. I won't drink it. So it's always in the fridge, and this will keep it cold for hours. Try that. Lemon and cucumber, mint. Josh is taking photos of me and it's stressing me out. Yeah, that's like, I'd say that's like kind of number one for those. Okay. And always just have it by your desk or have it with you. Trying to think if it's not flavor. Is it something else or is it flavor, Karen? Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'll try. Thanks. Okay. Yeah. Electrolytes. That has been great. And it just changes it up a bit, right? And just know like, hey, you know what? This is for a good reason. I'm drinking this for a good reason to make myself feel better. Not just, oh, I have to drink water because what's that going to do, right? Like that's just going to keep you not drinking it. And then eventually you'll start to love it, hopefully. I love water. But like that's the reason we drink it is because it makes us feel better. Don't you want to feel better, right?
This is an example of Selena's passionate rambles.
This is an example of my passionate rambles. Yeah. Anyways, hopefully I got the point across. Eager to continue working with you, Selena, and now Josh for workouts. Excited. Me too. And Kelly. Hey, any other questions, you guys? I'm just scrolling up. Oh, no, not a tax accountant, I should say. Oh, dude, if you're on the fence. Viva Mexico. Oh, I love all these comments. You guys are great. Amazing photos, transformation. Yeah, if you don't think you can do it, do it. Yeah. Passion's there, you guys. Passion's like really freaking, she's strong. She here. Okay, cool. I'm motherfucking capable. Now I'm just reading all your comments, so I don't have anything else. Hopefully you guys learned something. If you have questions about anything I went over, please don't hesitate to message me. And yeah, much love. Mwah. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thanks. Yeah, it's our last night. We're gonna go for a nice dinner. Bye, Victoria. Thanks for popping on. Yeah, gonna go for a nice little last dinner.
Yeah.
Very excited. Okay. Bye, guys.